What's up, guys? We are coming to you from Fort Pickens. It's an old Civil War fort just outside of Pensacola on Santa Rosa Island. So Fort Pickens was completed in 1834 and it was built to protect the entrance to Pensacola Harbor. It was used intermittently from the Civil War through to the end of World War II. It saw the most action during the Civil War when Florida actually seceded from the Union, but the Union troops all backed up into Fort Pickens and used that to hold out. Another interesting thing you'll notice about the fort is that since it was used over the course of an entire century, pretty much, you'll see that there are varying types of constructions. The first form was this brick that you see, and then you can see concrete constructions that are painted black, and then there's also different style guns that were added much later on. So you see kind of like three eras in there. You see the Civil War, World War I, and World War II. So it's a cool sort of military cross-section of the United States in that regard. I really enjoy learning about the historical aspects of where we're traveling, and the National Park Service is really good about putting placards in prominent areas around all these military installations so you can really learn what went on there.
To get to Fort Pickens, you have to go over a bridge from Pensacola, and then once you get on the island, you have to drive miles down just to get to where the fort is. So you're pretty out there and really isolated, and when we were driving out there, all you can see on either side of you is either white sand dunes or ocean, and I'd never really experienced anything like that before.
The first night we got here, we could tell immediately that we were gonna enjoy our stay, so we booked another week. It's so close to the beach, probably a 3-minute walk from our campsite, so we're like, we're gonna post up here for a little bit.
So because you have to drive so far out to get to Fort Pickens, and because it's a National Park Service area, there aren't a lot of people who are down there. It's mainly just campers or people who have paid for the day to go in and see the fort or go to the beach. And the beach is so big, you basically had the whole beach to yourself when you went down. Jesse enjoyed swimming every day, just about. He was the only person in the water because it was so cold.
People thought I was pretty nuts
Yeah.
for going in there.
Overall, it was really beautiful. Loved having my hammock on the beach. That was a really cool experience.
It really felt like a dreamscape because it was this beautiful beach in front of you, but nobody else around. And you were just like, what is going on? Is this a simulation or what? There was one night around dusk where I was sort of looking out over the water and I saw a pair of stingrays jumping out of the water and then sort of slapping back down again. And I was like, what the heck is going on? What are they doing? Is it like a mating thing or what? So I reached out to Jack Murphy, came in the clutch, and he let me know that they were probably using that slapping motion on the water to rid their bodies of parasites. We also found some of their egg sacs on the beach and put them back in the water. Hopefully that's a good thing to do. But it felt like we were giving him another shot at life. So we also met our first road friends, a family from Orlando that had a very similar trailer to ours, but it was bigger and they have a slide out. And so we started like talking about our trailers. We ended up hitting it off, so we had some fires with them. It was just nice to meet some people and sort of swap insights and little tips and tricks and hacks that we've both learned. And they gave me a great point about how T-Mobile has a deal. It sounds like I'm like selling T-Mobile on here. We were worried that doing this during the pandemic would make it difficult for us to plug into the RV community, but since we were outside, it felt like a safe place to connect with people and sort of make those relationships happen. So we took some time as well to explore the fort, and it was really cool, but kind of creepy too. It was just really interesting brick architecture that was kind of dilapidated, and it had all these sort of corridors and empty rooms where you could hear like the lone dripping sound, and it was dark and musty. There was a time when it was a political prison, so it wouldn't surprise me if there was some paranormal activity going on there. So one of the nights we were itching to do something different, so
we were itching to get seafood. We were itching.
Literally itching.
For seafood.
Yeah, we were itching for some seafood, and everywhere we go, we want to like eat the local stuff. You got to. So we found this place called Crabs We Got 'Em. That's the full name. And it's this like awesome joint right on the beach with like all the lifeguard chairs and buoys and paper mache crabs and shit. And we got like a shrimp and crab boil, and then drove down to this like beach patio and just posted up there and like crushed this seafood dinner outside. It was awesome.
Actually, we did that twice because it was so good.
We did it another time. So now we're headed to New Orleans. We'll be there for a week and then on to Austin. So we're really pumped for New Orleans and a real change of pace and start heading out west. So yeah, next one will be from NOLA. See you guys later.